Boebert within striking distance of unseating Colorado congresswoman. When Lauren Boebert won the Republican U.S. House primary election in Colorado's 4th Congressional District in June, news outlets nationwide declared that her efforts to remain in Washington, D.C. for another term, which included moving across the state, fending off a scandal at a Colorado theater, and courting a different set of constituents, had paid off. Political pundits expect the state's most conservative district to stay solidly red, which would give Boebert an easy path to victory in the November election. A Democrat hasn't won the seat, which spans wealthy Douglas County on the Front Range, agricultural Weld County in the north, and the vast farmlands of the Eastern Plains since 2008. The odds of a Democrat beating Boebert aren't lost on her opponent, Tricia Calvarese, a native of Highlands Ranch and the daughter of two staunchly conservative Catholics. But to those who've written off a Democrat's chance of winning, Calvarese says, just because something hasn't been done doesn't mean it can't. Want more breaking political news? Click for the latest headlines at Raw Story. Get the morning headlines delivered to your inbox. Subscribe. As of 2024, unaffiliated voters make up the largest voting bloc in Colorado's 4th Congressional District, and Calvarese said that while Boebert may wait to ramp up her campaign until the end of the summer, she's not wasting any time between now and November. Everywhere I go, people tell me I can't win, Calvarese said. At an event called Parker Days in downtown Parker, women came up to me asking me why I was there if I already knew the outcome. Yet Calvarese believes that the race to win the seat in November is far from over, especially considering the fundraising momentum she's had since winning the primary. According to Chas Goldman, a consultant for Calvarese, her campaign has raised more than $750,000 since June 24, largely from individual contributions averaging $23 per donation. Boebert raised around $150,000 from June 1 to June 30, leaving her with nearly $530,000 in cash on hand. According to reports filed with the Federal Election Commission, the most recent available. Goldman said Calvarese's campaign now has more than $380,000 cash on hand, edging her closer to being able to match Boebert's spending. Goldman also noted in a statement that Tricia's fundraising success comes on the heels of polling that shows her within striking distance of Lauren Boebert, with a clear path to victory in this race. The poll was conducted by Keating Research, the same firm that correctly predicted Boebert's razor-close race in 2022. Boebert declined to comment for this story. County by county, Calvarese and Boebert are the same age, 37, but they have vastly different backgrounds. Calvarese spent the last 5 years serving in various roles, including speechwriter at the National Science Foundation and director of speechwriting and communications at the AFL-CIO, a major federation of labor unions in the United States. Before entering politics, Boebert owned Shooter's Grill, a restaurant in Rifle, known for its staff's open carrying of firearms. Calvarese decided to enter the race after Boebert announced in late December that she was leaving her current congressional district, the 3rd, to run for the 4th district seat, vacated by Republican Rep. Ken Buck upon his retirement. Calvarese said she felt called to step up after having moved home to Colorado to care for her terminally ill parents. Expanding access to health care for seniors is one of her main priorities. I started in January with zero name recognition and no campaign contributions. But by picking up the phone and making call after call, I won my party's support, Calvarese said. I started in January with zero name recognition and no campaign contributions. But by picking up the phone and making call after call, I won my party's support. Tricia Calvarese, her main primary opponent, Ike McCorkle, ran for the seat in 2020 and 2022, and had more than $300,000 cash on hand going into 2024. Yet, Calvary said she believes she won the Democratic nomination for Colorado's special election and top-line billing on the primary ballot because of her experience in the nation's capital and having grown up in the district. She said she also believes in good old-fashioned phone calling and face-to-face meetings. Calvary's plans to travel county by county to meet directly with voters. She said she's challenged Boebert to debate her at each stop. On the campaign trail. In the span of one July weekend, Calvary's walked alongside Lomborn cattle in the Larimer County Fair and Rodeo Parade, volunteered at the Democrats' booth during the Douglas County Fair, spent hours on Zoom calls, and attended meet and greets in constituents' homes.